Hey Leo, welcome to your October 2024 weekly reading. It's going to be your reading here for the last week of the month from the 24th, to the 31st. I hope you're doing well. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. We're going to be taking a more deeper look at the energy here, right? So we're going to go deeper here this week in regards to, what's going on. And as I'm pulling these cards, I'm going to talk about, we're going to use the astrology here, and we're going to interweave it here with the tarot. And I do this all the time, but I'm putting a more emphasis on it now and giving it a go. So this is going to be from the 24th until the 31st. And we enter into the week here. We're going to have the third quarter moon here in Leo on the 24th. Mars in Cancer is going to sextile Uranus and Taurus. That will also be on the 24th. And then later down the line, down the week, on the 28th, we have Mars trine Neptune, which is good. Venus square Saturn, which can be a little bit difficult, but I feel like that Mars trine to Neptune can help us find a way around things and navigate things. So, I'm not really seeing that as something too difficult. Although there is a build-up here with the Mercury opposition to Uranus, which will be on the 30th. And then we're going to have Mercury trine Neptune ending the week on the 31st. So, challenges, some. The ability to be able to improvise and adapt and overcome, it's there. So let's see here. There's ways around things. There's ways around things here. And I feel like if anything, spirit and the universe and the divine is actually trying to reorient us with these trines to Neptune. And Neptune is retrograde, so it's trying to really show us within inside of ourselves where we've been deceiving ourselves, or maybe where we've been out of sync with things and getting synced up again. So let's see here. What is your advice here? Two of Pentacles. All right. And you pulled the Four of Cups here. All right, Leo, let's take a look here. Let's take a look here, Leo. What do we got? Let's see. You did pull this Four of Pentacles here for the overall energy. You have the Five of Swords in your challenge, the Two of Pentacles as your advice. You do have this Magician card here in the future. So I'm going to pull your Oracle cards, and then we'll tap into the messages here. You have this Taurus card. It says cultivate. Some of you may have Taurus in your chart. For you, Leo, I always pick up Taurus energy. So a lot of you watching me could have very prominent Taurus placements, or just the Taurus energy has been really active for you. I mean, Uranus is in Taurus, and speaking of the 24th, the first day of the week here that we're doing, Mars is in Cancer sextile Uranus and Taurus, right? And Uranus and Taurus is in your 10th house, which does deal with work and career. And with Mars being here in Cancer, there is this energy, I would say, to pay attention to and be aware. Like Mars transiting the 12th house, that's where Mars is. Mars is in Cancer, is in your 12th house, Leo. There is this energy of like having to be aware, right? Having to be aware, but there also is this intuitive energy here that you could be tapping into, you could be feeling in the sextile to Uranus and Taurus in your 10th house. This could be maybe you taking some form of action to transform things when it comes to your career, or innovate things, or change things, or shift things, or maybe just help you spiritually reorient back to your core values, or maybe your values are changing around certain things, right? So this can help you just find that. This can help you make that transformation here, so that way you can transform things and take things to a greater level here when it comes to your career, when it comes to work. And that's what I feel like this Taurus card is about. Taurus does rule value, but it also does rule prosperity, and prosperity that endures. And I feel like where your power lies here this week with that Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is a card of endurance, and it's connected right here to this Taurus card. So where your power lies this week, Leo, is being patient, being practical and methodical, but also allowing yourself to flow. Two of Pentacles as your advice, and make changes here, but sticking to what you do right? And not giving up on the process. I'm not saying you're giving up or anything like that, or you feel like giving up. But Knight of Pentacles is saying keep going steady. That's where your power is. We'll talk about this Death card here in a moment. That's in your position here of in your hopes and fears. I think in your fears, you're fearing that things are going to change in a way in which you don't like, or things are going to come to an end. But I also feel you're also hoping for transformation, like you want transformation. You pull this relaxation card here. I feel Spirit, is also saying, there's a balance here I pick up. Two of Pentacles is the ability to be able to float and navigate. And it does talk about knowing when to work, but also knowing when to relax. And so I do feel here that Spirit is saying there's a balance here this week here for you that you have to be aware of here. We haven't even jumped into your tarot here, but and this third quarter moon is in Leo. It is in your sign. In that third quarter moon, we're getting ready to step into a new moon. So this is the last quarter until we go into the new moon phase. And Leo, it's in your sign. So I think this is also the reconnection to your sense of self, your expression, your own individuality, reclaiming your authority on certain things, reclaiming your happiness on certain things, letting go of certain things that aren't in alignment with your happiness, or that don't make you feel like yourself, or that don't make you feel like you're in your authority. So that way, whatever it is that you're releasing or letting go of, or shifting and changing, it's so that way you can, move forward with things in new ways. And I think here with this, you pulled this Horseman card. It says Herald of Change here. I feel like Spirits want you to embrace change, Leo. Because I feel like you're just, I almost get here, Leo, and I haven't even really gotten to the tarot yet, but I just feel like you're just kind of tired of maybe doing the same thing, or you're tired of feeling discontent. Like maybe there's this energy of discontent here. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading here. You pulled the Four of Pentacles here for your overall energy this week. And the Four of Pentacles says, where does your power lie? And I think your power lies wherever it is, right? It could be with your resources. It could be with your knowledge. It could be with your skills. It could be with your community. It could be, whatever it is. It's like understanding what this card just symbolizes, that the power, like you hold the power here to do what it is that you want. And I think there is this energy too, though, to where it's like you're trying to build upon what it is that you already have. But there's certain things you have to change, or you have to make adjustments with here, Leo, or that you will be making adjustments with. Maybe you're making adjustments because maybe you want to try something new, or you want to try something different. Maybe you're experimenting here, or wanting to experiment. And Uranus is a planet of experimentation. It's in your 10th house, so it could be related to things around career and work and stuff like that. So yeah, let's see here. You have this Six of Pentacles here in your current energy at this time. I like the Six of Pentacles in your current energy. This is Moon and Taurus. Some of you may have Moon and Taurus. A lot of Earth energy that I do get in this read. But I pick up here that the Six of Pentacles here, I feel like I'm hearing the phrase, and I'm hearing from Spirit, keep doing what you've been doing, right? And of course, like if you want to change, or if you know the moment is requiring change, make the change. But I think the Six of Pentacles is saying here that the energy and the effort that you're putting into things right now, there is this flow, right? And I'm hearing the word like currency, which is the flow of things, like current, right? The river current. It's the flow of things. And the Four of Pentacles can be to where we're trying to stop the flow, or there's things here that could be trying to stop the flow. And that's why the Two of Pentacles comes in to be like, hey, we got to keep the flow going with things here, right? So we can't become too rigid. Four of Pentacles, that's the lesson of the Four of Pentacles. You can't become too rigid. It's like, yes, keep working hard on your goals, keep being disciplined and sticking to a form of structure. But all this Neptune energy with Mars trine Neptune this week, right? On the 28th, Mars will trine Neptune, and then Mercury will trine Neptune on the 31st. There is this Neptune energy of like flowing, dissolving rigidness. Also, Mercury and Mars, it's Mercury trine Neptune could be expanding your creativity, or it could be bringing in creativity to help you to help you here let go of rigidness, or to dissolve rigidness, or to find a better way to do things. And on the 28th, Venus will square Saturn, right? And so this could be, Venus does deal with our relationships. It deals with our values, money, possessions, right? Pleasure. It deals with creating things. So there could be which I feel like this is what this Five of Swords energy is. Venus square Saturn can bring delays, or it can halt things, or we're trying to expand things, but Saturn is like, nope, it restricts it. But that Mars trine Neptune on the 28th thing, that can help us find a way through things, but we're going to have to be flexible and go with the flow, and that's what the Two of Pentacles is. Because even with this Magician in the future, I feel like you are finding solutions. I always say the Magician is the card, he finds solutions. He knows how to use the resources at his disposal. He knows how to manifest things. He knows how to adapt to things. It's Mercury, right? He knows how to figure things out and be able to solve things and put things together. So that's what I see you here doing here this week. Also, you could say the Magician is as above, so below. It's connecting to, it's channeling the divine, right? And I feel like that is also the Neptune energy here this week. Neptune really talking and with Neptune being retrograde, helping us internally reorient and find that connective flow spiritually, again, to our divine nature, and help us sync back up to the highest divine timelines. And that's what I see here with the Magician. And I'm going to talk about this Death card here in a moment. But you did pull this Four of Cups here in the outcome. Don't let the flow stop here, Leo. I feel like Spirit's saying here, don't allow yourself to become stuck and stagnant or rigid. It's like you have to evolve here, and that's what I feel like the Death card is. It's like you can even be feeling like a pressure to evolve and change things, but maybe there's just been difficulty, right? I mean, I totally get it. But I think here with this Death card, don't fear transformation, don't fear change. I think you're looking for a change, but it does take you really changing things in a big way. And maybe you're fearing like you don't know what's going to happen, so that's what causes you to maybe fear the transformation of certain things here. And I think that's that Mercury opposed Uranus energy here. The Death card is Scorpio. The Sun has just come into Scorpio, right? Mercury's in Scorpio. So, and Mercury's opposing Uranus and Taurus. Mercury in Scorpio, Death card Scorpio. Uranus is confronting Mercury and being like, hey, we have to, both fixed energies and we have to innovate and change our thought process here, figure out new solutions here, because there's some unexpected things here that are coming up that we have to figure out. But there's ways around it. You can figure this stuff out. Trust me, the Mercury trine Neptune energy here and Mars trine Neptune, even with the opposition square energies with Venus Mercury, there's ways around things here, but you're going to have to improvise, adapt, and overcome and go with the flow of things and allow for change to happen, and understand with the Neptune energy that these are changes here that are trying to help you spiritually reorient to your highest timeline. And Neptune being the universal order of things, not what your ego thinks. It's the universal order of things. So the changes and everything that's going on, there is a reorienting energy here, and it's for the highest good. So with this Queen of Pentacles being here in the position of something that you're unaware of here, I think Spirit's want you to be resourceful too at this time as much as you can, but to use what you have around you at this time, right? Because I kind of pick up, especially with Taurus, I always look at Taurus as, Taurus is like, I have. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's like, I have resources here and I know how to create things. And I feel like that's what Spirit's wanting you to be aware of. It's like you have the resources, creativity, right? And you have the potent energy here within inside you to create. Let's clarify. Yo, read it, Leo. See, look, you have this fish intuition card. See? Okay, here. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles here in your position of where your power lies. You have this House card. It says familiarity here. And I look at this card as like the foundation, right? Keep attending and cultivating your own foundations with things. Don't look externally. Don't look out to the world. Don't compare yourself, right? Water your own grass. Take care of your own grass. Clarify the Four of Pentacles. For the overall energy, pull 2 cards here. It says leaf change and it says ship exploration here. I think you're ready for a change and you're ready to explore new things, or that's the overall energy, is change and, you know, moving in new directions, but kind of dealing with the difficulty of maybe control, or, you know, there's a rigidness to some changes here, or you're finding it difficult to do certain things. Clarify the Six of Pentacles in your current energy. You have this Globe Totality card and it says Pathway Passage here. Yeah, and I think also too that in your current energy at this time, you know, I definitely see a lot of you here connecting to your community, connecting to, being a part of the world, just like doing your normal day-to-day work here. And things are going smooth here. Things are going well here, I feel like, in your current energy, even if it doesn't look that way. I feel like Spirit is saying here just to keep allowing the energy to circulate here, and don't allow yourself to become too rigid or stuck, or to become complacent, or, clarify the Five of Swords in your challenge. You pulled this Lizard card. It says renewal. Oh, damn. Yeah, I think your challenge right now, and the Five of Swords, I haven't even touched on this card yet, with it being in your challenge. Five of Swords is willing to win at all cost, but I think your challenge at this time is you're having to, like, in order to do what it is that you want, you're having to disconnect from certain ways of doing things. And maybe that, that could feel, maybe you don't want to upset people or disappoint people, or maybe you don't want to make a mistake. But I feel this Two of Pentacles as your advice is saying the only way forward is for you to make change. And you pull this Lantern card. It says illumination here. Yeah, it's like I feel like you already have the information here, or you're getting the feedback here of things that need to be changed. And the Two of Pentacles is just about allowing yourself to do it. Two of Pentacles reminds us too that life is change. Clarify the Death card here. You pull this Bull resistance. Yeah, and I think one thing that it's like you could be fearing change here. Let's see, clarify the Magician for your future position. You pull this Angel card. It says compassion here. Some of you are definitely channelers, I'm picking up. But Mercury trine Neptune and Mars, all the Neptune energy that's here this week, that's like angel energy, right? Compassion. It's also divine guidance, intuitive wisdom. So you're being guided by forces here, whether that's your ancestors, your guides, spirit, God. But I see you being able to make changes here gracefully with the Magician and this Angel compassion card. You being able to figure things out and be okay with, letting old things dissolve while you transmute them and transform them into better things, greater things here. Clarify the Four of Cups in your outcome. You pull this flower bouquet. It says potential here. You know what I pick up here, Leo? Give me one more on this. You pulled this Sphinx, ancient wisdom, and it says wreath honor here. Leo, I feel that Spirit's really saying here to honor your wisdom, right? You're a lot smart. You ever heard that saying, it's easier to give advice than take advice? That's kind of what I get with this Four of Cups. You're not taking your own advice. I think too, yeah, I'm gonna be real, because we're just gonna go deep in this read. I think with this Venus square Saturn here for you, Leo, with Venus being in Sag, which is your 5th house, and Saturn being in Pisces, which is your 8th house, there could be some insecurities around your self-expression, or your beliefs about your own creativity, or about your own, like your own self-expression. And I'm not saying like, I think we all deal with it, right? We've all gone through it. But I think this is more so saying and talking about maybe when it comes to creatively expanding into new things, or trying newer things, or stepping outside your comfort zone, right? I think that's where that Venus square Saturn, you could be feeling like Saturn puts the resistance there, like, ooh, I think too, it's like you're trying to understand like where to invest your creativity in, and maybe that's what you're struggling with and trying to figure out. But I feel here, there's a lesson here of like, being more positive, Leo. Because I feel like you can easily avoid this Four of Cups energy, easily. Right? Tarot doesn't just seal your fate, right? It doesn't do that. It's the energetic structures in which the reading is picking up. You have free will to change those structures, which you can take control of your fate and your destiny. Right? Pattern, structure, pattern. You can predict fate through structure and pattern. But as you have free will, you can change structure and pattern. And that's how you take control of your destiny. Clarify this Queen of Pentacles. You have this dog loyalty card. So I think one thing to be aware of too is to stay loyal to what you're creating. Stay committed to what you're creating and what you're building here. Don't give up on yourself. I don't think you're giving up. I don't think it's like that deep. I think, although maybe some of you it is, but it's just sticking to the creative process. You pull this Power card. It says volcanoes here. So I think there's also breakthroughs here for you, Leo. Maybe sudden opportunities, or maybe sudden moments here to where you have a chance here, or there's things here helping you break through. You pulled this Wild Horse card. It says freedom, sensitivity, spirit, and partnership here. Last card we pulled here, you pulled this Root Girl, the disowned self. And I think that's the Venus square Saturn energy here for you this week. It could be manifesting as, there's parts of yourself that you're denying or suppressing, or you're having difficulty connecting with, and maybe it is because you have suppressed those things or disowned those things for whatever reason, right? There could be things with shame that does come up with Venus square Saturn, and that, because it could, so there could be things in regards to that. But, that doesn't mean like, oh, it's there and you can't do anything about it. No, it's like Saturn and Pisces is saying, okay, let's put in the effort and the work to gain a deeper sense of awareness and knowledge about these things, so that way we can understand them and we can spiritually be able to dissolve whatever those things are. But the Venus square Saturn can bring up things around self-worth. But this is just about remembering Queen of Pentacles, dog loyalty card, to be loyal to yourself and understand that you're worthy of beautiful things. And that's that flower bouquet potential with the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is like he feels like he's not worthy of that cup, but you are. You're worthy of good things, honor, wreath, right? The wreath, success, honor. You're smart. You're smarter than you think with the Sphinx ancient wisdom. So So that's what I got for you, Leo, here this week. I know it's a lot of energy, but yeah. I appreciate you for watching. Of course, if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you're newer to my channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification button bell as well, so you're notified whenever I upload your videos. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise than that, Leo, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.